Alright guys, welcome to my channel again. Today I'll be talking about a little bit of Sunset Canyon or Rise of Kingdoms. I know I went already on the defense side of it. I'll be going a little bit more into it. I'll be showing you how I like to attack, how I like to put my formation on the attack side. I'll be showing you my talent trees, the gears that I have that I use, and who do I put them in. So I will show you over here real quick on the Sunset Canyon right here. Let me go on here real quick. You got to keep in mind a couple things when you're attacking, and actually on the defense too. When you're setting up your defense and your attack, you got to remember the way that the marchers turn or rotate or however you want to call it. So when they rotate, remember on the attack on the defense side, they rotate it up so their skill AOE damage was facing down. Now on the attack, they're gonna rotate down, and their skill AOE damage is gonna be facing up. So I will show you real quick what I mean by that. I'm gonna go in here. Let me challenge. Let me see. I'm gonna challenge this guy. All right. See, since he has it set up opposite on how I set up my defense formation, we're gonna go. It's actually a little bit easier when they set it up like this, because now you can hide this two guys right here behind all these three marshals basically, which you don't really need to because they're going to be going 4 to 4 and then 1, so you're basically going to be hiding them from this guy over here. And you got to keep in mind, I changed a little bit of my information from the last time. Now I see this one worked a little bit better, and since I put Song over here with YSG, I put them over here since they're going to be doing the most AOE damage, skill damage on the floor. So I'll show you. So you have an idea what I mean when they rotate, where the skill damage goes, the AOE damage goes to. So you keep in mind on the back row, because they're the one that actually rotate. You see how Etherflex and Song rotated down. Now the AOE damage is gonna be facing up. So my Sun is pretty much gonna be hitting at least 3 of his marches, if not all 4. So keep that in mind always. You want to put somebody that is really tanky in front of him. That's why I put my Martel, because he's the tankiest that I got. I mean, Richard is pretty tanky too, but my Martel has the best gear. Now up here, you see my Mina against with Mina. You don't really need to win this fight unless you're really struggling on the bottom where the 4 marshes. You at least want to bring him down as much as you can, like I did there. You don't want him to leave with too much HP, because then he will probably ruin all of your plans pretty much, because he probably gonna go down there and just end all of your other marshes if they're low too. So that's pretty much it on the attack. You really wanna the way I set it up is I really wanna hide my strongest AOE damage behind pretty much every other marsh on the floor, and I want to keep him there dealing all that big damage. So I will show you how I set up my talent trees and why I set them up like that. So let's go in here. Let's go here. Alright, so I'm gonna show you Richard. I use the same thing that I use on Richard on my Martels. I will just show you him. So pretty much what I do is, remember mine is at level 60. So I go here. I know it's only 10%, but a 10% is actually pretty good on the Sunset Canyon as the fight proceed. You might get it, and it's 20% off for the next 2 seconds. That's probably like 2 attacks. After that, you want a lot of, if you can, a lot of this one. You want a lot of rage. You want to build your skills as much as you can, especially on your damage, or even on this one, because he heals a lot. It will help him stay on the fight a lot longer. So that's why I go here and I go here. I max those all the way, and then I want health on the infantry commanders that are gonna be in the front. So I want health, and then I go over here. This one, I want this one because every time a skill pops off, he heals back. So it will be around like, let's see, like 500, maybe 300 that he heals on each skill. So Richard is gonna heal, then he's gonna heal again because his skill pops off, and then this one's okay. Secondary commander's skills goes off, he gonna heal again a little bit for that portion. So that's pretty much for this one right here. This is the way I set it up. Let me show you real quick so you guys can see it all. Now let me show you my Etaflex, how I have it set up.
Queen by title, but in deeds.
So this is the way I have Etaflex for now. Once I have it expertise, I'll probably be going to max this all the way, because once it expertise, she deals damage to all of like her, she builds her damage to all of marches that are slowed down, and this is it slows down every time a skill goes off, and it's 5%, and then it's a maximum of 5 targets. So she's gonna be slowing down every target that is nearby her. So pretty much every single march. But the way I have it set up now is you want this right here. You want when you lead 3 different units. So what I do is I use set up. I like her with archers. That way I have one infantry. I have 3 infantries. I have one arch and one cal march on the floor. So I set it up like this. But when I set up the units in it, I really put them. I put like 1,000 units of infantry and 1,000 of cavalry, and then the rest is gonna be going into archers. And the reason why I do that is because then she's gonna be boosting. As you can read, see when the lead the commander contain 3 or more different units, all damage is reduced by 3%, and you want that. You want all damage to be reduced by 3%. Now we go over here. You want this. This is actually really good. You see, instantly restore 150 whenever a skill is used. So once her skill is used, she's gonna restore 150. When the second commander skill is used, she's gonna restore another 150. And that's what you want. You want to keep those skills going off as much as you can. Then I go a little bit over here. Defense. You want this. Reduce the skill damage taken, because most of the damage is going to be skill damage on the Sunset Canyon. And I don't really needed this, but since I'm trying to go over here soon, I put it there. Now I'm going to show you this one, and this is really important, because once this one's going to be dealing the most skill damage. Because why? Because it had this right here, this tree right here, the skill tree. And this is how I set it up. I maxed it all the way up. You see, you get this. Instantly restore 60 whenever a skill is used. And I forgot that shit went off. And then you get this one. And then you get this one. So this is the way I set it up. I go all the way over here. Same thing as the Richard. A little bit of health. So stay a little bit more longer in the fight. And then all the way over here. You don't really want this, because you're gonna deal that percentage up, but then you're gonna take that same percentage. So you really don't want that. But you want this. You want enhance additional skill damage by 6%. You want to up that skill damage. So and this one right here is really, really, really important, because once inactive skills is used, so basically he's gonna use his skill. This is gonna activate, and then it's gonna be 6% more skill damage on the secondary commander, and that's when YSG come in. And also remember, YSG have a 50% more skill damage, so he gonna be boosting this guy, and this guy gonna be boosting that guy. I will show you a little bit of my gears, which is really important, because you want gear on all your commanders. So this is how my gear looks like. I want this one to have as much attack as it can, but I also want defense on it, because I don't want him to die right off the bat. So I have attack for infantry, and this is a little bit of defense, attack for infantry, health, and attack for infantry. Since he's gonna be full of infantry and he's gonna be doing most of the damage, I really went all attack. That's how I preferred it. Now for Richard, I went attack, attack, and then this one is defense. This one is attack, but also has a 1% infantry health. This one is health, and this one is health. And the reason why I put him like that is because with all that defense stat, he's gonna be in the fight a little bit longer, and that's what you want. You want your tank to be in the fight a little bit longer. You don't want him to die quick, because then they're gonna move straight to the back line, and that's when they really gonna be messing you up. The back line is gonna be your main damage, and they usually, since they're the main damage, they don't have that much defense, and they usually die quicker. Now I'm gonna show you my Martel.
Le titre de
Martel
roi
is
n'est pas
just all
important.
legendary, so I have him set up defense, attack, defense, defense. This is attack, and this is attack. But this one I'll be changing to the defense too, because I want more defense on him than attack. And that's pretty much what it looks like, guys. So that's how you want on the Sunset Canyon. That's how you like want to set up your things. That's how you want to put your formation when you attack. That's the talent trees that I prefer. If you guys got any questions, just feel free to ask me. I'm not the expert on this, but this is what I've been doing, and it been working for me. I don't know how well it will work for you. So if you guys have any other question, just ask me. I'll answer them.